Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. Down in the dumps, Roger. Spent most of today contacting agents and getting somebody on the end of the phone who says, "Oh, they're in a meeting at the moment. We'll get back to you as soon as possible." Well, most of the day's gone and they don't. They just don't. It's starting to wind me up. But one agent did get back to me. I love techies who follow basic instructions but don't think, and they design a form, and this form is a pre-viewing form. So basically you're giving an agent some basic details about yourself so that they can progress and either contact the landlord or whatever they want to do with it. But it's a basic form with some basic details. There is nowhere on there to put retired. Yeah? So I've had to put unemployed, because basically I left it blank, because there's no, and the form got rejected with loads of things not filled in, like the postcode for the property I want to visit, which they hadn't put on the listing, so I didn't know what it was. So how am I supposed to fill that in? And it's a mandatory field. Anyway, we got past it. I phoned them up. I did finally get somebody to answer the phone, and basically they said just put NA in any that doesn't apply, and I'll sort it out when it comes through. Well, quite a few of the boxes won't accept NA, like a numeric value. Oh dear. Talk about getting on your throat knees. Anyway, property I need to go and see. The one in Salisbury, the landlord's progressing with somebody else, so unless that falls through, I won't be getting that one. This one's in an entirely different part of the world, but nonetheless it'll allow me to get to Bournemouth and Winchester and Porchester, the three places I need to get to, but it will take me a bit farther away from Hannah. But I'll live with that, because it puts me on a road network of motorways and dual carriageways. So although it's farther in distance, it'll probably be about the same amount of time to get to Hannah's. I'll try some different roads out for a change. And basically I've spent the rest of today in between that trying to sort out Mum's paperwork, which is a mess. Basically a dustbin sack full of scrappy bits of paper and envelopes in no particular order, and stuff written on envelopes that doesn't relate to what's inside, because obviously something else has been put in that envelope, and it's a nightmare. It really is. But it's just basically a matter of sorting it out into piles and then getting it in date order, so that if it's relevant it can be dealt with. But it's given me a headache. And what do you do when you've got a headache? You have a glass of wine. That'll make it better, won't it? It's coming up to tea time, so I'm finished for the day now. I'm not doing anything else. And then tomorrow I've got to a thing that I must do tomorrow, again a list of must do, is finish off this paperwork. And as the new treasurer for Wessex, the outgoing treasurer will be at the show on Saturday, and that will be my only opportunity for a handover, where I can ask questions about how do you do this, what do you do if this happens, all this, that and the other. He's sent me all of the accounts. Basically they're spreadsheets. They're going to be pretty easy to maintain and update and roll forward on an annual basis, all that sort of thing. So I don't think it's going to be a difficult job, but I need to go through them all to make sure I understand all the bits that are there, and what triggers an entry in this item, what does this mean, because the only chance I'm going to get is at the show on Saturday when I sit with him on the door, because he spends most of his time on the door. So I'm going to have to do that tomorrow as well, and take notes so that I've got a list of things to ask him when I see him. But plus I'll have to get my plants ready. I can't leave that till Saturday morning. I need to be out of this house at 7 o'clock in the morning, or not much later than that on Saturday, to get to the show to help set up. And it's all getting it's piling up, shall we say, because I'm not getting the time to myself. So I'm going to say now that as far as the Orchid videos are concerned, I'm probably shutting down till Sunday. I'm just putting this one out as this is what's going on and why. But I haven't specifically got anything to film anyway at the moment, and I think leaving it all till Sunday and then coming back online on Sunday, I'll have a report on the show, how the day went, all that sort of stuff, and I'll have video clips of the show which I can put together for sort of Monday. And it's just dawned on me, it's everything in bloom on the 8th, isn't it? What's the date today? Can't see a calendar. Well, if it's the 7th today and it's the 8th tomorrow, I will do that, but I'll just do it quickly because I haven't got to think about the subject. All I've got to do is point the camera at the blooms, which you've got most of now. So if it is everything in bloom on the 8th tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, because otherwise it won't get done till at least Monday. I won't be here. And I want the Sunday chat on Sunday, so yeah, it's all getting a bit much, the dealing with mum's stuff and dealing with me, you know, and every time I go and look at a property, my mind is whirring around thinking of packing. What am I taking with me? You know, how am I going to do the actual move? Because I've got cats. Well, they can't move house until I move finally and actually go for real. My plants will have to be left till the last minute. I can't be running backwards and forwards looking after them in 2 different houses. And obviously, I'll probably do a couple of trips in the car, getting stuff there that I don't use daily, should we say, and then get a removals firm to do the furniture. And after my furniture's gone, there will be enough furniture for me to still stay here for a bit to organise doing the plants. They'll be second to last. And then me, my computer, the TV and the cats will be the last. And that will be the last carload. And I think that's probably the best way to do it. I might change my mind. I don't know. It's a lot to take on when you're not used to doing all this sort of thing. But we'll try and keep going. In theory, I should have watered my pots today, and I didn't. I went 5 days on my mounts this time. We're not getting the sun, and the nights are cooler and the days are shorter. And they were all fine. I didn't see any signs of we haven't had water for too long or anything like that. So I think the urgency is me in my watering schedule head. My pots should have been done today. I did the holy clay pots yesterday, so they're done because they had another squirt with the hippie soap. So they're done. It's just the other pots as well. And I bet if I do them tomorrow, some of them won't need doing. They'll still be damp from last time. It doesn't take that long to do the pots on their own, as long as I'm not doing everything else with them. So I won't be able to water on Saturday. It'll be Sunday morning before I get another go at the orchids, because I'll be out all day Saturday. I'm going to go and get something to eat, finish my wine and fall asleep in the chair. How's that for a plan? I'm not sure I'm going to get a lot of choice with the going to sleep in the chair, but I'm quite tired. Doing that type of stuff with your head all day long is more tiring than running up and down the flipping stairs. It is, it just is, when you're not used to doing that sort of thing. Anyway, just thought I'd let you know what's going on, and the fact that there just isn't going to be much on the video front. Unless it's the 8th tomorrow, in which case you'll get a video. You won't get one Saturday, that's for sure. And then we'll have one Sunday. So it's not as bad as it sounds, really, except for this isn't an orchid video. This is a what's going on video, which isn't quite the same thing, is it? I don't want my channel to start being thought of as all he ever does is tell us about his houses and his, and his paperwork and stuff like that, and he's forgetting to tell us about his orchids. It's not forgotten, it's just the, things going on. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for listening to all the waffle. Let's find the aspirins.